Hey guys, HDV here. Pokemon are wonderful, amazing creatures that possess powers beyond our wildest dreams. They can shoot out electricity, flamethrowers, and even fire down beams from the sky. Another crazy thing about Pokemon is that under the right conditions, they can actually evolve into completely different creatures, making them bigger, stronger, more powerful, and able to learn even better attacks and abilities. There's nearly 1,000 Pokemon revealed now though, and within that many Pokemon, there are a hefty number of Pokemon that can evolve. With that being said though, with all of those evolutions, there's quite a few that just make absolutely no sense. Looking into this topic a bit more, today's video goes over the top 5 Pokemon evolutions that make absolutely no sense. Don't hesitate to drop a comment down below about the video and if you found it interesting or not. Don't forget to leave a like on this video too to show your support, and I'll be sure to bring out a new video very shortly. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't already to keep up to date, and without further ado, let's get into the video and I really hope that you enjoy. Starting things off for today's top 5 video is the evolution between Graveler and Golem. Geodude and Graveler follow a pretty normal evolutionary pattern. It starts out as a little rock creature, it grows into a bigger rock creature. But something weird happens when Graveler evolves into Golem. It turns from a creature made entirely out of rock to what looks like a lizard-like thing trapped inside a boulder. The point is, it goes from all rock to some kind of organic creature living inside a rock. It still keeps its typing of rock, so who knows what kind of creature is trapped in that boulder. Doesn't look like we'll ever know. For all of these reasons, Graveler evolving into Golem takes the number 5 spot in today's top 5 video. Coming in at the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video are a bunch of the fish Pokemon. A lot of Pokemon have weird evolutions, where the following form bears little resemblance to the original, but for whatever reason, this seems a lot more pronounced in a lot of fish Pokemon. Carvana, a Pokemon resembling a piranha, evolves into Sharpedo, a Pokemon resembling a shark, which is not a type of piranha. What's weirder is Magikarp and Feebas, two fish Pokemon that look very similar, each evolve into things that are not really fish at all. Magikarp notably turns into a Chinese dragon looking thing called Gyarados, and Feebas turns into some kind of majestic eel known as Milotic. There are actually a lot more examples though. Remoraid, which resembles a pet fish, turns into Octillery, an octopus. The normal Poliwag to Poliwrath evolution chain can take a total left turn and evolve into Politoed, which is a frog, instead of a weird blue thing with a spiral patterned stomach. Clamperl, a clam and pearl combination, shockingly turns into some type of eel, either Gorbis or Huntail, depending what kind of item you make Clamperl hold onto. Then again, I don't know a whole lot about fish, so maybe clams turning into eels is the norm under the sea. For all of these reasons, the fish Pokemon take the number 4 spot in today's top 5 video. Coming in at the halfway point in today's top 5 video are Pokemon that evolve whilst holding items. Not evolutionary items, but items such as the spoons that Alakazam holds. With evolution comes the use of more complex tools. This is evident in the fossil records of humanity's own history. However, holding 2 spoons instead of 1 spoon is a little different twist on that concept. In the transition from Kadabra to Alakazam, the Pokemon grows a bit, but the primary difference is that it is now holding 1 additional spoon. Likewise, the line of Pokemon from Black and White, being Timber, Gurdurr and Conkeldurr, get bigger and stronger, but 2 different types of beams along with them being wood to steel to rock, respectively. Why each species has a specific type of beam is a little strange. Surely Conkeldurr would do better with a steel beam than a couple of rock ones, right? Nope, he's evolved now, so he has to use rocks. It could be worse though. Poor Farfetch'd holds a leek normally, but in his evolved form, oh wait, Farfetch'd doesn't have an evolved form. It's stuck holding an onion as its only weapon for the rest of eternity. For all of these reasons, Pokemon holding items takes the number 3 spot in today's top 5 video. Coming in at the number 2 spot in today's top 5 video is Ghost Pokemon. There is a creepy, never really talked about thing in Pokemon. Actually, there are probably a lot of things that are creepy and never discussed in Pokemon, but specifically we're talking about ghost type Pokemon here. The implication is that they're dead spirits of former living beings, unnaturally beholden to this plane of existence for some reason. Even more unsettling, they can still be captured and trained by children for what amounts to insane, superpowered cockfights. Where it gets even weirder is that a lot of these ghost type Pokemon can evolve into new Pokemon entirely. Part of the key to understanding evolution is that a thing must be alive to evolve. That's important. Dead things do not evolve, since evolution has a lot to do with survival. Ethereal spirits specifically did not survive, yet somehow they continue to change and evolve long after their deaths. Little ghost candles turn into ghost chandeliers, Ghastly turns into Gengar, etc. Ghosts shouldn't be able to change, due to the rules of being of a ghost. If they can evolve, are they really ghosts? For all of these reasons, ghost type Pokemon take the number 2 spot in today's top 5 video. Finishing things off and claiming the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video are evolutions which feature your Pokemon dying. Yes, you heard that right. Pokemon have it hard enough. They are constantly being forced to battle each other and face off against terrifying powers, being blasted with lightning strikes and having their mind torn apart by psychic cats. But through all of this, pretty much the worst thing that can happen to them is that they faint at the end, which, all things considered, is actually not too shabby. While there are a few implied deaths of Pokemon throughout the series, such as Blue's Raticate, it's extremely rare. Even rarer, what if literally murdering your Pokemon was what made it evolve? That's the case for Snorunt. Snorunt is an ice type. He's a cute little guy who survives by eating snow and ice, and he can evolve into the pretty normal evolution of Glalie, who is also an ice type. But there's another possibility. If you expose Snorunt to the Dawnstone, it evolves into Frostlass. But Frostlass is a ghost type, implying that Snorunt died in the process, since it was made of ice and was exposed to the burning heat of the Dawnstone. So yes, you killed a Pokemon to make it evolve. As if enslaving and fighting animals didn't make you enough of a sociopath monster. Also, Shedinja is another weird example. It is the shell of a Pokemon that evolved, but somehow still exists as a separate entity, as if the spirit of the original Pokemon split in two. Does it retain the consciousness of the original Pokemon Nincada? The Pokédex entries claim it's an empty shell that came to life, which is bringing up even more questions no one wants answered. Reminder, this is a game intended for all ages. For all of these reasons, murdering your Pokemon to make it evolve takes the number 1 spot in today's top 5 video. But with that, wraps up this video. I really hope you enjoyed it as much as I did making it. If you did enjoy the video though, please leave a like, I'd really appreciate it. Like I said at the start of the video, I would also love to hear your guys' opinions too on this subject, so be sure to leave them in the comment section below. I have a couple top 5s coming onto your screen in a second, so be sure to give them a watch if you have the time, and also subscribe if you like my content. Be sure to leave a comment down below if you have another idea for a top 5 or Pokemon information video that you'd like to see me cover too. I'm sure you guys have some pretty interesting ideas. That's everything from me though, so thanks for watching guys, have an amazing day, and I'll see you in the next video.